Hello, my name is Neel and I welcome you back to a new episode of Around the World in 7 Days. Let's start today's discussion with a very pragmatic statement given by the very beloved politician and former Prime Minister of India, Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Shri Vajpayee ji once very famously said that you can change friends but not neighbors. This statement of Shri Vajpayee ji aptly sums up the present India-Pak relations. Actually, the tensions between both the countries are at an all-time high and both are not on talking terms. Despite this, they are almost forced to hold talks. You might wonder who forced them to talk. Is it America? Is it China? Is it Russia? Or is it any other major power of the world? So the answer is no. It's not any of these countries that have compelled them to talk, but the circumstances. Now the pertinent question that might be popping up in your mind is, how have these circumstances done so? Basically, India is the current chair of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, and in this regard, several meetings are to be held this year in India. In such a situation, being the chairman of the group, it is the responsibility of India to extend invitation to Pakistan for all these meetings. And India did exactly what was expected from it. It officially invited Pakistan to all the meetings that have happened till now. Although judges from Pakistan did not attend the meeting with the Chief Justice of India, and it is yet to take an official call on the upcoming meeting of defense ministers, but that is for Pakistan to decide. Let's not get much into that. However, traditionally it has been the common understanding between both the countries that political leaders will continue to engage despite any kind of tension. Many speculations are being made about this entire exercise. Firstly, at times when India-Pakistan diplomatic relations are at chill, is it a mark of a thaw in it? Another question is, should this be seen as an attempt to bring the relationship back on track? We will come to all these questions, but first of all, let us know a bit about Shanghai Cooperation Organization. SCO or Shanghai Cooperation Organization is a permanent intergovernmental international organization which was established in the year 2001. Earlier, it was known as the Shanghai 5 because it had only 5 members, namely Kazakhstan, China, Kyrgyzstan, Russia and Tajikistan. Later, Uzbekistan joined it in 2001 as a member, and the organization got its present name, that is the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. After that, India and Pakistan also joined it in 2017 as members. Till then, India had the observer status, which it got in 2005. Currently, it has 6 dialogue partners, namely Armenia, Azerbaijan, Cambodia, Nepal, Sri Lanka and Turkey. It is headquartered in Beijing, the capital city of China. It is a Eurasian political, economic and military organization that aims to maintain peace, security and stability in the region and is being seen as a counterweight to the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, that is NATO. It is an economic and security bloc and has emerged as one of the largest inter-regional international organizations. Its goal is to strengthen mutual trust and harmony among the member countries and to promote effective cooperation in the fields of trade, economy, research and technology, and culture. In 2017, when India and Pakistan joined the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, experts' opinion about this was divided. One camp was of the view that the entry of 2 bitter enemies in the organization may make it dysfunctional, as India and Pakistan may drag their bilateral issues in it. I would say they were right, if not completely, but at least partially, because Pakistan does have this nefarious tendency of raking up bilateral issues on multilateral forums. On the other hand, the other camp was of the view that there cannot be any long-lasting system of peace and stability in the Eurasia without participation of India and Pakistan. This camp was upbeat that both countries will manage to put aside their bilateral issues and will work towards the growth and prosperity of Eurasia. Now, it has been almost 6 years since both the countries joined this group, and it has become clear that all the predictions have proved to be far from correct. Though the SCO is still in existence, yet during all these years, India-Pak relations have not improved, rather they have deteriorated. Now, again the same question, is there a change in India's attitude towards Pakistan? If experts are to be believed, I would say it is premature to say so. Since a meeting of the ministers of the member countries is to be held and India is the host, therefore, it's India's moral obligation to send an invitation to Pakistan as well. After all, Pakistan is also a full-time member of the group. Therefore, invitation to ministers of Pakistan is merely a courtesy and part of multilateral commitment of India. This thing becomes clearer when we analyze it by drawing a parallel with G20. Apart from SCO, India is also the current chair of G20, and in that capacity, it has invited several non-member countries of this group, that is, non-member countries of G20 such as UAE, Nigeria, Spain, etc. as special guests. But Pakistan did not feature in that list. Had India's attitude towards Pakistan changed, it would have invited Pakistan as well in the G20 meetings. However, it is also true that India has its own issues with Pakistan, and these are bilateral issues. But as chair, it is India's commitment to advance multilateral objectives. Therefore, here India gave priority to multilateral objectives by putting aside its bilateral issues and sent invitation to Pakistan for SCO meetings, of which it is a member. One of the stated objectives of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization is to create a counter-terrorism framework. For this, there is a body called RATS, that is, Regional Anti-Terrorism Structure. Both India and Pakistan are part of it. Therefore, issues related to regional security, situation in Afghanistan, and terrorism may be discussed in the conference to be held in India. As far as Afghanistan is concerned, Pakistan is still a major stakeholder there. It is also important because of its geographical location. Therefore, any discussion on Afghanistan concerns both India and Pakistan. Apart from all these things, it is assumed that the visit of Pakistani leaders to India may provide an opportunity for bringing derailed relationship back on track, for the very simple reason that when world leaders meet in multilateral forums, on the sidelines they also discuss bilateral issues. Often, it creates new opportunities and equations. Therefore, it is believed that the visit of Pakistani defense and foreign ministers may create such opportunities. However, India has clearly stated its position that the ball is now in Pakistan's court, and as long as it does not resolve the issue of cross-border terrorism, there won't be any talks. The conflict between India and Pakistan may come to an end if both the countries become indifferent to the disputed areas, and if this happens, then many of the problems regarding the functioning of the SCO will be resolved, and its identity as a regional organization will be strengthened. But the big question is, will it be possible in the foreseeable future? Well, it's too early to say anything about this. But if leaders of both the countries can draw an inspiration from Vajpayeeji's statement that we talked about in the beginning, then the realization of a bright and mutually beneficial tomorrow will be more certain. Now it's turn about this program's Sunday's special episode, in which we will talk about other important international news. Diplomatic relations between Central American country of Honduras and China may start soon. For this, the Foreign Minister of Honduras is on a visit to China. Earlier, Honduran President Xiomara Castro made a major statement saying that her government wants to establish diplomatic relations with China. To this, Taiwan registered its strong objection. The Foreign Minister of Taiwan had also summoned the ambassador of Honduras regarding this visit. The ministry has said that it has seriously hurt the sentiments of the Taiwanese government and the people. But the question is, why Honduras is interested in building relations with China by ditching Taiwan? Basically, China is building a huge dam in Honduras. The growing Chinese investment in Honduras has brought the two countries closer. Significantly, after Honduras cutting diplomatic ties with Taiwan, there will only be 13 countries to have a diplomatic tie with Taiwan. Recently, the first cross-border energy pipeline was inaugurated between India-Bangladesh. It has been named India-Bangladesh Friendship Pipeline. This pipeline has been constructed at an estimated cost of about 377 crores, and this entire amount has been borne by the Government of India under grant in aid. Significantly, China is continuously increasing its presence in India's neighboring countries. In such a situation, a project like Friendship Pipeline can prove to be helpful in restoring the confidence of neighboring countries towards India. An immediate outcome of this effort can be seen from the fact that just 2 days after the inauguration of this pipeline, Bangladesh PM Sheikh Hasina offered India the use of Chittagong and Sylhet ports. She said that this would boost connectivity and also enhance people-to-people contacts in the region. Chittagong port is an important port of Bangladesh, which is also strategically important due to its proximity to the northeastern states of India. In the last few days, North Korea fired several cruise missiles one after the other from its east coast. According to the experts, North Korea fired these missiles as a part of protest against the military drill that took place between the USA and the South Korea. According to reports, North Korea fired these missiles from the Sunan area. Expressing objection, South Korea's Joint Chief of Staff has called it a provocative act of dictator Kim Jong. Significantly, South Korea and the United States have recently conducted a joint military exercise named Freedom Shield. Even before it started, North Korea had threatened to take strong action against such exercises. That was all in today's episode. Let's note down today's question based on this episode. Resolution of India-Pak bilateral dispute is important for the smooth functioning of SCO. Critically examine. That's all for this episode. See you in next one. Till then, goodbye.